Boom! What's going on, everyone? It's Steve Larsen from Sales Funnel Radio, and today I'm going to help you guys know and see if your ocean is even ripe, if your red ocean is even ready to be picked.
I've spent the last 4 years learning from the most brilliant marketers today. And now I've left my 9 to 5 to take the plunge and build my $1 million business. The real question is, how will I do it without VC funding or debt, completely from scratch? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my online business using only today's best internet sales funnels. My name is Steve Larsen, and welcome to Sales Funnel Radio.
What's up, guys? Hey, so I got a great opportunity for you guys. It's amazing. I'm totally going to sell you on it right here and right now. It's amazing. It's all the rage, especially when I was a kid. It was all the rage, and it's very exciting. Frankly, I remember in recess we would go out and we'd play with this thing like crazy, and all the coolest kids had the coolest versions. Whose mom and dad would spend the most money and get the nicest versions, and then we get these. Guys, I'm here to talk to you about and sell you on this amazing opportunity to invest in Pogs with me. Or Beanie Babies, either or. What? You're not willing to do that? Okay, I know it's cheesy, but work with me for a second on this. Guys, it's pretty common. One of the biggest reasons I see that people are not successful in building a sales funnel, a lot of times it's not because their sales funnel isn't good enough, okay? Or it's not because their sales message isn't good enough to sell, right? Or their offer isn't good enough to fulfill and be attractive and sexy to the buyer. Guys, when you are, here's a really interesting thing I started noticing. On stage, I will watch a lot of people get up on stage and they'll start talking about their thing, right? And I remember this one guy in real estate once. He came and he stood up and he was like, "I'm making all this money in real estate," and he was showing numbers and this cool stuff. And I was looking at the sales letter that he was using to sell, and it was not that impressive. And I don't mean that in a mean way, but he was not an amazing sales message writer. He was making a lot of money because of what he was in. Okay, big lesson there. Okay, and he was going around and he was making all this money. It's really interesting. The next person came up, fantastic, amazing, sorry, a little bit later I was coaching somebody, amazing sales message writer, okay? This person was an amazing, they wrote I'm not going to name any names, I'm trying to say this without saying any names, okay? Okay, but I want some truth moments here with you guys, okay? Okay, this person came up and they were an amazing writer of their sales message. Their offer was so incredibly sexy. They had an amazing sales funnel. Their traffic looked great, but they were hardly making any money. And I'm not going to tell you what they were in because I don't want anyone to feel bad, but what they were in was the problem, not the message, not the offer, not the funnel, not the traffic, nothing else. Okay, it was what they were in. And what I want to walk through with you guys real quick in this episode is, and I went through this a little bit at our last event, which I'm excited. You guys can go to offermind.com and get tickets for next year, which is this is going to be awesome. But anyways, I walked through this a little bit there. I want you to know what makes an ocean ready to have a blue ocean come out of it, right? Now, I'm going to draw this here real quick. And I there's several things I'm going to walk through with you guys on this, okay? This will be a little bit of a different style episode here. A little more tactical, maybe. But a lot of you guys, the problem you're not making money is not because you don't have an amazing offer. A lot of it is because you're just literally in the wrong thing, right? Or money is not known to exchange hands at a higher rate. Or people don't like spending money on the kind of solution that you've created, right? And so what I like to do ahead of time, right? There's a lot of things that I do to make sure that something's gonna sell, right? At the very beginning of this game, I would start with a funnel, right? And I'd start building a funnel. I'd be like, "Oh, sick, here's the sweet funnel." And I would run into some serious snags and really big issues, right? Then I was like, "Oh crap, I shouldn't start with the funnel." Right? And I'm like, "Oh, dang it, I can't start with the funnel anymore. I need to go and I need to start crafting, right, the sales message." All right, the sales message. I was like, "Oh, sweet." And then I've actually learned that that's not even true anymore either, right? Before I even start the sales message, I shouldn't be doing that anymore. I actually need to be back over here and thinking about positioning. Okay? It's all about the who. The who. I call it the history of the who. The history of the who. So we got who. Right? Who, and then the opportunity as well. Now, that's what I want to walk through you guys real quick on this episode today. Maybe a little more tactical, but I want to share with you guys a few things that help me know and understand, like if I should even pursue writing a sales message, right? The likelihood of me building a successful sales funnel. I want to stack as many cards in my favor as I possibly can to make it a win, right? Why wouldn't I? And you should too. But there's ways that I do that ahead of time before I ever start pursuing, before I even start brainstorming an offer. How do I know if something would be good for me to go into? For example, a lot of people ask me, Stephen, why on earth are you not providing more sales funnel educational programs? Why are you not building more courses about sales funnels? Because there's so many people doing that. It would be suicide for me to go do that. It'd be dumb. It'd be a dumb move for me, even though I was the lead funnel builder, ClickFunnels, right? It would be a dumb move for me to go and actually be just solely a sales funnel person. Why? Because Russell Brunson is the category king in that space. I'm not gonna go like fight over scraps in that area. Okay, I'm not gonna compete with him. That'd be stupid, first of all, right? But it'd also be dumb for me to be sitting in. Does that make sense? Before I ever started selling offer creation stuff or anything in the funnel, where the question I started asking was, where do I fit? Where do I fit in the ecosystem, right? Of all these markets that are out there. That's what I want to walk you guys through here. Bit of a different episode for sure, but this is like super crucial stuff. And I realized that a lot of people don't do this, and I didn't know that. So I'm gonna walk through this here with you guys real fast. So here's the concept, right? If I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start building out a new value ladder. I mean business. I mean value ladder. I mean market. I mean value ladder. Okay, I think of them as value ladders. If I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna start building a brand new value ladder. The first thing I want to start doing is I want people to understand, right? And you guys who came to OfferMind, you know why I draw this like a diamond. That's the red ocean, okay? And I have the red ocean right here. And I'm gonna go just RO, red ocean, okay? And then coming out of it, I'm trying to find some market that would fit as a blue ocean well, okay? And so I'm gonna come out here and create a blue, but I'm not gonna go anywhere beyond that. I want to talk specifically about the red ocean because not all markets are created equal, and not all markets are at a price point and at a point and a history, right? And a customer education level. They're not all at the same level. None of them are the exact same, right? While this market over here for Beanie Babies, right, 10 years ago was this big, massive, booming thing. Now, like by comparison in size, right, it's like that big, right? Super tiny. You guys get what I'm talking about? But then some of you guys will come around and be like, Steven, I'm trying to sell this product and I'm selling Beanie Baby accessories. And I'm like, oh, it's because your market or your red ocean, your market is your red ocean, not the blue ocean. Okay, your market is tiny, right? The likelihood of you being successful is so small, right? You would literally have to capture like darn near 100% of the market of the red ocean to come over and start buying from you, your Beanie Baby accessories, right? Who here wants to invest in Kmart with me or Sears? No one. Why? Is there a market there? Yeah, right? But like wicked tiny. What I want to walk through this episode with you guys today, and maybe I should have started a little bit differently than I did, but I want to walk through a few things that I look for to make sure that what I'm entering in is a place of not just security, but it's also the chance of being lucrative is really, really high. You get what I'm saying? Because that, more often than not, I found is the biggest issue. And you have people who are not good sales funnel writers or creators, not good sales message writers, people who are not amazing at creating offers, but they're good enough, and specifically they chose something good enough to come out of that they make a lot of money. It's more about that than almost anything else, right? The marketing piece behind the actual positioning of where you sit inside and what ocean you're coming out of, right? And I'm not making fun of it, but man, if someone else comes to me and wonders why they're not making money as a homeopathic life coach selling to college students, like ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, it's like, you guys know what I'm saying? I threw my eraser. Okay, but does that make sense though? I want you to understand like the likelihood of making money in that kind of thing, super small. I don't care if you're the best. You're just not positioned to make a lot of money. The cards are not in your favor. Okay, they're not. And so I want to walk through just a few of these things here. So we're going to look at it from several different standpoints right here, okay? The first thing we're going to look at here is I want you to know, we're going to walk through, like, timing matters, okay? Timing matters when it comes to markets. And you listen to a lot of the way a lot of big guys make it, like a lot of big companies go explode, a lot of them will attribute it to timing. They will, right? A lot of the books I go study and listen to right now and go through is like, oh man, like, We know we created something crazy and it's amazing, but quite frankly, we were just in the right place at the right time. We had the assets we needed. We had the business we needed. We had all the things in place to take advantage of something that we saw that no one else was in, right? Which is interesting. So timing matters, and I want you to know that. So how then do I identify markets that help us know, hey, that's a safe thing to go into? Okay, I know it's more of a deep episode than I normally would do, but I just realized I haven't ever really taught this to you guys, and I want you to understand like why I know some of you guys are still struggling with this. You chose a small market, or you chose a market that's contracting instead of expanding, right? These are living, breathing things. They don't need to stick around. A lot of times they don't. And I'm going to tell you guys why on this episode, why they don't stick around, okay? There's a specific thing that I look for to know, hey, is this a safe thing for me to go enter? We're going to get there in just a moment. Okay, so if you guys are cool with it, like, I'm going to go a little deeper on this one, okay? Okay, so first of all, is my red ocean ripe? Okay, is it ripe? Meaning ripe for the picking, ripe for the taking. Is it ripe? Okay. Is it ready? Is it ready for me? So one of the first things I want you to know is that these are things I look for to know if this market is ready for a blue. Okay, one of the first things I look for is I try to see if there are conflicting beliefs, right? If you got this tiny market and it starts to grow and expand and money's being reinvested into it and there's customers being created and customers are bringing in more customers and they're selling each other now, right? Eventually you're going to get to a spot where it gets to start to get so big and the gurus start to get spread around so much, regardless of industry, okay, that conflicting beliefs start to arise. That's very key and it's amazing. And when that happens, oh baby, right, blue ocean, okay? Okay, conflicting beliefs. So whenever there's conflict inside of the red ocean, inside of that market, that's an amazing opportunity for you. Okay, whenever there are too many product options, so there's a lot of options for somebody to go purchase, right? Okay, and you guys on iTunes right now, you hear the squeakiness of the whiteboard. You won't miss anything out by listening now. But anyway, I'm gonna draw it out here. Okay, so is it ripe? Okay, is there conflicting beliefs? Is there too many product options, right? There's the theme of products inside of a red ocean is very much like, hey, we're better. No, we're better. No, we're better, right? It's a lot, very similar products that are just slightly better than each other. There's not any products that are like different, and that's like the theme of the blue ocean. You're looking for something to put in there that's different, not better. The blue ocean is different, okay? Bloop. Okay. So you're looking for something that's different, not better. And when you start to see a bunch of, like, tons of products in there, that's why, like, if you don't know your market or a red ocean, if you don't know what your market is, it's really risky. Like, is this a great idea? It's like, oh, there's a lot of that's a loaded question you just asked me. Is that a good idea, Steven? Okay, if you see that customers are starting to innovate on the products in here, that's another big sign. Okay, when you see customer innovation, when you see the rise of C-level influencers, that's a big one. Okay, because there's definitely category kings. There's honchos, right? They're the Russell Brunsons of other industries, the huge people inside, the big fish. Okay, and then there's like level 2 fish, right? Right? Not quite as big, but still quite big. When you see the rise of C-level influencers, right, third-tier influencers, that's a big sign that you're ready to go out and branch away a following to a new ocean. Okay, you start to see other. Anyway, I'm not going to keep writing all this stuff, but I'm going to keep writing some of it. Okay, so those are some of the questions I look for. Is it ripe? Okay, a few other things though. If your ocean is ugly, meaning your ocean is contracting, your ocean is leaving, don't pick it, right? There's a very, I like avocados a lot, okay? Avocados are good for like 5 to 7 days and they go bad, okay? It's very much that way, right? The ship may have sailed, man. Don't invest in freaking Pogs or Beanie Babies, right? You're not gonna go grab Kmart stock right now, you know what I mean, right? How do you know? Some of you guys are trying to make a dying or dead or completely gone market work for you. And that's just, it doesn't work I'm not saying that you can't make money with it. The road is long though, right? Stop doing that, okay? So is it dead or dying? Okay, you know your market is dying specifically when businesses are not reinvesting cash back into the ocean, right? If businesses that are there are taking money out and not putting it back in, that is a contracting market, okay? If you don't see entrepreneurs reinvesting cash, building up the business, building up systems and teams, and building up, right, more infrastructure, right? You see Grant Cardone is doing a lot of that right now. His last event was 9,000 people. This next one, 35,000 people. Yes, 35,000 people. They rented a whole baseball stadium. What does that tell you? The dude is reinvesting cash back into that area. That's some freaking security. That is an expanding market. You see some A-level gurus reinvesting cash at that level. That's a big deal. Right? That's a signal, though. Right? It's not just cool. It is a signal. Right? And if I was going to go in and I wanted to sell other salesmen, Grant Cardone salespeople, that would be a sign to me that it is safe for me to go create a new opportunity coming out of that. Does this make sense? I know this is like more in depth. There's not as much story here, but I just want to teach you guys some of these major principles. Like that, a lot of times this is the major reason someone's not making money. Has like their sales message is good enough to make money if it was hooked up to the right wagon. Okay. Anyway, anyway, I'll get to this in a little bit here, but if you see that there's a decrease in new buyers entering the market, if you see there's a decrease in new sellers, right? Meaning there's no more new businesses being created, right? There's no more new people, or there's a decline, right? It's a declining rate, right? Then don't go into it. Okay, don't go into it. Right? There's strength in numbers. You're looking for a strength in numbers, not just as far as like, is there a lot of customers? You're also looking for, are there a lot of successful people selling? Right? A lot of successful businesses in there. Okay. This is one of the major key principles, though. I want to just teach you guys here because I don't want to keep going like almost technical stuff here. But this is one of the major questions I look at. Okay. If I'm looking at an ocean, the question that will help you like crazy is to know, like, ask your guy about your own thing right now. Is my red ocean a fad or a foundation? Okay, when you can ask that question, is my red ocean a fad or a foundation? Fad, Beanie Babies, Pogs, Kmart, Sears, right? Or foundation, okay? There's something, all right, so I'm gonna say fad or foundation. All right, just a question mark right there, F/F, okay? Is this a fad or a foundation? Okay, this is one of the most key things I can teach you guys right here and the main core of this entire episode. There is something specifically that I look for to see if I should go create something and make a product and sell, okay? All right. Too often I see people make a product and they come to me like, who should I sell it to? Like, you have no idea who your market is, do you? When I say market, I mean red ocean. Okay, the red ocean is your market. You understand? That's who you're pulling from and bringing over to your new thing. The red ocean is your market. Okay. But this is the big piece right here. Is my red ocean a fad or a foundation? There's a key way to know if that's true, and it all comes down, funny enough, to temperature of traffic. Okay. Look at this. Make sure we got room on all this stuff here. Here we go. Okay. Now we all know, now just follow me guys, okay? I know this is more of a technical episode, just listen to me though on this stuff. This is like huge. This is huge. This is like the difference between millions of dollars and nothing huge, okay? Seriously, okay? This is the difference between a break-even business and a profitable business right here, okay? I do not ever have to know where's my customer because of what I'm about to tell you right here. One of the major reasons why my stuff's blown up, and I've only been away from ClickFunnels for a year, been flying solo, and it's gone this well, the reason, not to my horn, just saying, this is the reason. It's because this right here comes down to temperature of traffic, okay? And I think people skate past this idea too fast, okay? There are 3 kinds of traffic, right? Or 3 temperatures of traffic, right? There's hot traffic, right? There's warm traffic, and there's cold traffic. And I know you guys, as my audience, you're like, yeah, duh, Steven, I've heard that, okay? Follow me, though. Listen to this, okay? Hot traffic, right? Hot traffic, if you think about this, hot traffic takes the smallest amount of education to sell. The bridge that they need in order to actually make a purchase is very tiny, right? They're problem aware and they're solution aware, right? Eugene Schwartz, right? Okay. Warm traffic, they need a little bit more education to sell, right? And they're problem aware, but they're not solution aware, right? And I'm going deep, just follow, okay? Watch this, this is the reason. Cold traffic takes a freaking gigantic bridge to sell. You have to educate them like crazy, lots of education. They are not problem aware or solution aware, right? So you got to educate them on the problem and the solution, right? That's super challenging. In full honesty, there's not many companies ever that really hit that space. That is the key. Watch this. What I'm looking for when I try to decide if I should enter into a market, this is what I'm looking for, okay? And if you are struggling in your business right now, a lot of you guys is probably because you don't know your who. You have no idea who you're selling to, right? And the other reason is that if you do know who you're selling to, you might just be selling the wrong person. You're literally attached to the wrong market, the wrong red ocean, okay? And that doesn't mean you have to abandon everything. Just switch, change. I had to do that March of this year. I realized I was selling the wrong person. I had to switch whole markets, and I did. I went back and I changed all the vernacular in my copy. I changed all the vernacular in my emails, right, in the sales letters and everything, even in stuff inside of my actual offer. I mean, I changed everything. Same product, but I changed the messaging because I realized that my ocean was wrong, okay? Because this is the key right here, okay? There is a piece of this red ocean right here that would love a new opportunity. They would love a new vehicle. They are using the current ocean. They're using the current products, the current vehicles inside, but they hate them. That is the best person to sell, okay? Remember the 3 personas of the red ocean? Go back and listen to that episode again if you need to refresh your memory, okay? I'm going for not everyone inside this red ocean. I'm going for the person who's like, I love that it's telling me I can get health, wealth, relationships, but I freaking hate the vehicle. I hate the vehicle so much. I hate this product. I hate using it. I just don't know what else to use. My friends, that is the easiest person to sell. That's who I sell to. When someone calls me out on social media, they're like, Steven, will you help me be successful with X, Y, and Z? I already know they're not the right person just because of that one move. I'm like, probably not, okay? Right? If you're not willing to go get the program off of the webinar that I put out there, you're not my customer. Like, I'm not here to convince you, right? But the person who is in the red ocean, they hate the vehicles, they hate the products that are there, and that's who you're telling, that's who you're talking to, amazing, easy person to sell to. Guys, when you create something new, those really easy lay down sales, hear me, hey, hear me. I can feel some of you guys right now, I'm losing you. Stick with me, this is big, millions of dollars big, okay? This is why ClickFunnels is ClickFunnels, okay? This is why Apple became Apple, okay? Seriously, right here, this is it, okay? When you are selling hot traffic, people who are problem aware and solution aware, you are in a zone that I've come to call customer collection, okay? You're in customer collection. There's not much you have to do except tell them a little tiny story, very small levels of education, and you have collected the customer. What I am looking for, the ocean that I am looking to hook up to, is the ocean, the market that has successfully, this is challenging, and most don't do this. I'm looking for the market that has moved successfully from customer collection to customer creation. Boom. That's the key. Right there. Can you create a customer, not collect? And that's where you see ClickFunnels doing a lot of their work right now. I'm the One Funnel Away coach, right? The One Funnel Away coach, that One Funnel Away challenge is built completely to create customers. Russell Brunson has soaked up tons and tons and tons of these other people, right? Lots of other markets. He's collected a lot of the customers that are out there. ClickFunnels now has moved from customer collection to what I've been calling customer creation, okay? Where they're selling more cold kinds of traffic. Much harder. So hard that markets close because of it. If a market cannot actually go from customer collection to customer creation, the market dies because they run out of customers. They run out of fresh blood to sell. Right? Sure, they can continue to sell existing customers in there, but it doesn't sustain. Right? It's only when you can move to customer collection successfully. Okay? And I know I ran out of room on the camera there. Does that make sense though? That's the whole key. That's the whole key. So I know it's like a deep episode here, and you might have to watch it a few times, and that's okay, but I want you to understand, like, that's what I'm looking at. I call it Red Ocean Analytics, and there's way more to it than that. But I spend way more time understanding the red than I do building the blue because of this. If it's about me selecting the right market to come out of, to write my sales message for, right, to adapt and create an offer for, a sales funnel for, right? But before any of that, I'm not even talking about that stuff. Are you actually hooking up to a wagon that is expanding and money's being reinvested into it, or is contracting and is it going to die because they have not been able to move from collection to, collection to creation, okay? Customer creation. Not many markets do that. Now, ClickFunnels knows how to do that because you're talking about Russell Brunson, right? Steve Jobs knew how to do that. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. It took me forever to get an iPhone, right? They created a customer out of me. I was like, I don't know. I have a computer. I don't need that. I'm just being honest, okay? Facebook, okay? I hated Facebook for years. I had a love-hate relationship. I still kind of do, okay? But like, they created a customer out of me. They literally built a customer. I was not a customer. I was kind of anti, openly, about Facebook. They created a customer out of me, right? They were able to move from customer collection to customer creation. Very hard, not easy to do. Not many markets do it. And if you're like, oh, I gotta go do that, that's crazy. No, you don't. No, you don't. I never have to ask the question, where is my customer existing? Because the red ocean is creating my customer. Did you just get the aha? I never have to know, oh, who do I sell to next? How do I go create my next customer? Where does my next laydown sale happen? I don't deal with any of that crap because I know exactly what market I am coming out of. And I have been very careful to make sure that they are creating customers. Because if they're collecting only, then yeah, I'm going to have to answer the question, where's my next customer? But I don't have to do that because of this. Anyways, is that okay? Like, I know it's okay. It's freaking incredible. Okay. But like, I want you to know, like that's deep stuff. And I would just, if you need to like, let your brain sit on that a little bit, like watch this again and go through it and see what I've been doing. And frankly, it's the reason why my stuff's been selling so well. I know that this is one of the reasons. It's the reason why, guys, I have made moves to very carefully become the category king of offer creation because nobody's in it, right? And where am I coming out of? I'm stemming out of the sales funnel building world. Why? Because they're moving from customer collection to customer creation. And people like Russell Brunson, the One Funnel Away Challenge, new books, new educations that are out there. There's so much noise in the sales funnel market. It's a safe place for me to consistently find my customers, which is what I do, which is you on the show. Okay, does that make sense? That's what I've been doing, and anyway. Obviously, I went way deeper than that during OfferMind. Again, love to have you guys on the next one. I'm totally pitching you. Y'all need to come. But like, there's a ton of stuff. There's at least 8 points that I collect about every single one of these markets to know if it's even something before I even start building a funnel. Okay, there's a lot that goes into that piece of it. Positioning. I was mowing the lawn and I got really frustrated because I had this realization. This is a true story, right? It was about 6 months ago. I had this realization like, crap, I am where I am because of talent and not positioning. That made me feel good, but it also horrified me. I am where I am because of talent and not positioning. On the flip side, people are making a lot of money because of positioning and not talent. And I was like, crap, I need to obsess over positioning more. And this is how I do it, right? Through a process before I ever build a brand new opportunity, brand new value ladder, or anything like that. It's by me going through and diving in and saying like, hey, is my red ocean ready for a blue? It's like when someone walks up, they're like, I'm going to be the next ClickFunnels killer. Stupid move, right? Because it's not even a red ocean yet. It's still just an ocean. It's still kind of blue. And Russell's the category king. ClickFunnels is the category. And so if you like hook up into that wagon, be like, yeah, I'm going to go take on ClickFunnels, like stupid suicidal move. You notice it has been for pretty much all of them, okay? People are like fledglingly fighting over the last scraps. Stupid move. I'm not going to go sell funnel stuff. That'd be dumb, okay? But I am going to go see how I can sell to that market because they've moved from collection to creation and because of all those other things, right? It's bringing new buyers, new sellers. There's conflict inside there. There's differing opinions. There's lots of options, a lot of product options starting to pop up in there, a lot of education. The audience is getting smarter, which means I can start selling people who are problem aware but not yet solution aware, right? The market, the red ocean is priming my dream customer in the blue. Do you understand how big this is? Like, let that click what I'm doing here, right? Then I can go do all my other stuff for sales message creation, offer creation, sales funnel, all that other stuff that I go do, publishing, all those things, right? I'm publishing for the red, not the blue. Blue barely exists. I'm publishing, right? This is my market, not the blue. The blue is not your market. Again, I want you to understand and like feel what I'm talking about when I say that. I didn't understand any of this stuff, you guys, when I first started out. And I know it's one of the reasons why everything failed is me fighting over the scraps because I didn't know my positioning in the market. Anyway, I know this is a deep episode, and this is like a heavy one. There's a lot of theory, not even theory. This is like how it works, okay? I want you to understand why this matters so much. If you guys are enjoying this podcast, please go rate it on iTunes. I know this is more of an intense one, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed it and understood, had some ahas on why you are where you are or where you're not where you want to be. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'd love to have a review for you guys on iTunes. Thanks so much. Talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.
Boom. If you're just starting out, you're probably studying a lot. That's good. You're probably geeking out on all the strategies also, right? That's also good. But the hardest part is figuring out what the market wants to buy and how you should sell it to them, right? That's also what I struggled with for a while until I learned the formula. So I created a special mastermind called an offer mind to get you on track with the right offer and, more importantly, the right sales script to get it off the ground and sell it. Want to come? There's small groups on purpose so I can answer your direct questions in person for 2 straight days. You can hold your spot by going to offermind.com. Again, that's offermind.com.